Before I begin this video, I just want to start off a very, very simple statement. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pure evil. Let's get into it.
To me and said, "I still love you, and I miss you," you know, things like that. And I'm texting her like, "Hey, I miss you. I really wish you'd call me or whatever." We've got that released of her and Ken. This is it. Ken came to visit. Her not wearing a ring. Don't worry, we're just friends. I wake up to the next day, I see them get matching tattoos. And when you put them together, it's a heart of two huskies, the dog they always talked about getting.
If this doesn't describe or identify somebody that is just pure heartless, I don't know what is. I don't even like Ryan. I mean, for me personally, Ryan put himself in this position, but it doesn't mean that Gypsy's role in their relationship can be excused. Pure evil. Like, you married this man knowing, she can't deny this, knowing that your heart was still with Ken, knowing that if Ken was to reappear, you would happily leave Ryan, knowing that before even marrying Ryan, you even had a conversation with Ken prior to that 2 weeks. Ryan may be one hell of an interesting human being, but to string him along like this?
The matching tattoos broke my heart.
I don't want to be hit with adultery. Not for a friendship. I mean, we haven't done anything that consists of adultery. I'm doing anything.
Honest to God.
Honest.
I'm not going to sit here and admit that, okay, I believe you. I'm not going to. This week's been a whirlwind. You've been a whirlwind to me, too. We hadn't even seen each other to talk. That's why you said, I love you. And then you walked out of the room.
I do love you. I wanted to find out what my life would have been like had it not been like that we got married.
But why? Why? Why marry someone knowing that you would have this feeling inside of you that makes you say, but I wonder what my life would have been like if I didn't marry this person. I wonder what my life is going to be like if I don't marry this person. You know, generally speaking, you're not supposed to marry someone unless you know that you want to be with that person. She has married him knowing that she wasn't 100% committed to him. Pure, utter evil.
I mean, if I was you, I'd probably hate me. I've broken every vow that I made. And it hurts me that I hurt you.
My life, and I do miss you. I'm not gonna lie, I miss you terribly. Yes, you could. If you wanted to, you could, baby. I mean, come on. That's not fair. I haven't even seen you.
I've lived with
I
you
haven't
for 3
seen
months.
you.
Do you think that if you saw me, anything would change? I just don't think it's a good idea.
The fact that she still continuously messages him, telling him that she loves him, telling him that she cares for him, that is brutal. But the fact that he's actually out here still clinging on to the fact that there may be a chance is wild to me. Like, bro, she was with Ken before you. Ken has now reappeared and she's left you for him. That means you was never a thing. Even when she utters the words that she still loves you, or she did love you, only a fool would believe that. This is why I don't like Ryan. Lets himself look like a clown. Grown-ass man, but nonetheless though, Gypsy Rose, wow.
You know.
I don't want to give you false hope. I want a divorce, and in 6 to 9 months, I'm gonna be with Ken. Always been in my heart, and I needed to find out what it was that I was feeling. Why can't I not let go?
Again, which is why she should have never married him in the first place.
I feel like I did the right thing on my part by filing for divorce.
A little different thing between Ryan and Ken for me is that Ken knew that Gypsy was still married. Like, that, for me, that says a lot about your character.
Tell me where the lie is. Tell me where the lie is. And to be fair, in this scene, you notice Gypsy's sister and Gypsy's stepmom having an argument, going back and forth, because obviously she's not a fan of the fact that her mum reached out to Ken and gave him basically opened the door for him. And I agree, it's not cool. The mum should have never done that. If this was always going to be a thing, well, then it should have happened with Gypsy and Ken actually find a way to communicate without a third party interrupting, getting involved, instigating. But either way, though, it does make sense. Like, it shows character, the fact that you want to now pursue somebody that's married. And it's crazy because you see, when it comes to her mum now, she sat there and said, well, Ken let her go because he wanted her to go out there and find herself. Okay, Though there's only one problem with that. If he let her go so she can go find herself, well then why would you then want her back while she's still married? Usually when somebody lets someone go to let them find themselves, they allow the person to go off and make the mistakes that they need to make. And then if they do rekindle, they both rekindle on a clean slate where they are both available. Not when one is still actively married and actively in that relationship and actively sleeping with her partner. Hence, when the whole baby news came out, there was a bit of a confusion, but we're going to get into that.
And I don't feel like he was trying to protect Gypsy in the best way, protecting her from what the world is going to think of her. You are not doing anything at all. Y'all making irrational decisions based on short-term happiness instead of...
And let's be real, irrational decisions is basically what Gypsy does. Not all the time, because sometimes she's definitely using strategy, but some of the times,
People get affected by my choices. I get affected by my choices. But at the end of the day, I have to also live with myself. And
it's funny how she says that, because people get affected by your choice, but at the end of the day, you have to live by yourself. Yeah, but what about people having to live with themselves, knowing that you made choices that affected them? How about that? Don't be selfish like that. Hella narcissistic trait in a way.
Please let me know you're okay. How's our baby doing?
Oh, now she wants to know about pics.
Now she wants to know about. I miss her so much. How's our baby?
But why the continual contact?
You know, I'm struggling with that. I'm wondering how much longer I can take.
And this is why Ryan is so hard for me to even give a damn about him, because he still allows her to text him, still allows her in. He needs to just be good riddance of her.
in the bathroom, I take the test. And it came back positive.
Right after she left, Gypsy texted me a bunch of pregnancy tests and said she was pregnant. Okay. Well, who could have been me or Ken at that point? So she didn't know.
You see what I'm saying? She was still actively sleeping with Ryan anyway. Around the same time, she starts to leave him for Ken. And therefore, the whole pregnancy thing, to begin with, according to him, was a complete blur. Yeah, you are one sweet little angel, aren't you now, Gypsy?
Scared that I bring a certain level of drama to his life that I don't mean to bring.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Gypsy. Whatever drama that you bring in people's lives is because of you. Forget about people following you and creating stories and all that kind of stuff. You are drama yourself. With or without the paparazzi, with or without the camera lights, you are still drama yourself. Wow. Crazy times. Crazy times. But nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts. We can talk about it. But for me, utterly disgusted by her behavior in this week's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.